everybody, welcome to the channel. We are going to be hard at in the shop this week. At least that's my plan. This is Monday. I've already spent the day running and got the stacks picked up for this project. So nice pretty shiny stacks in there. And then I also picked up a flex plate, a valve body, a torque converter, and some lights for all in an anteater for Sam's truck. So parts for both trucks this week, got them picked up, but probably not going to be working on Devin's truck much in this video, probably not at all. So this truck's kind of at a little bit of a standstill for the minute. Dad and I are getting this back stuff finished up. We're pretty much done with it. So, but we went and talked to our metal shop today. It's going to be cutting the stuff out for us and bending it, and they're like a few weeks out or more. So we'll see what happens there with that. But to start with this video, I'm going to probably start putting this 12 valve motor back together. So it's kind of here and in the way, and I just need to get it moved off my plate so that I can even if I just put it together and stuff it in the corner for now, just at least it'll be done and out of the way so that I can get going on this thing. Because now that I got all the transmission stuff, I got the engine in the shed over there. Gonna put some gaskets on it, paint it, get it mocked up in here. Brett's gonna be coming putting wiring in this week. So lots gonna be happening on this truck this week. So that's the main goal, that's the main plan for this video. So I don't know where we're going to get to this week, but I know where we're starting. We're starting with parts in the truck and a 12 valve to be put back together. So that's what we're going to do. So let's get started.
I like it.
we got the head on the thing, got the bottom end together on it. Got everything retorqued on the bottom. Got the head back on with the new head gasket, everything cleaned up. And it put all back together. I had some mixed reviews on torquing this head. Some people said that you torque all the bolts the same. Some said that you torque the short, the medium, and the long different. Talked to a few people. They told me to torque them all different. So did that, and then we did the 90 degrees past on all of them. So the head should be torqued and done. So I'm going to call her quits for tonight and come back out here tomorrow and do some more to it. But at least that part's done. I wanted to at least get the head torqued so it was finished. But yeah, so it's coming together. We'll finish putting it together tomorrow. Just like that, we have an engine. I kind of enjoy putting engines together and taking them apart. It's kind of fun. You know, you just gotta know the parts and pieces, and you know, there it is. So hopefully it runs. I'm just kidding, it should run fine. But it's all together. New gaskets on everything. Yeah, it's pretty much ready to put oil in and put some fuel to it and see if it would fire up. But this is going in another project that we're going to be doing later, maybe next year, probably next year. But there's a Ford Cummins swap, and we're going to swap this into it. So this motor is going to be sitting here in the background, probably back here in the corner for a little while is the plan. But for all of you that are probably wondering, yes, I didn't time the pump yet. I don't have the stuff to do it. I did lash the valves. I didn't put that in here as well, though. So there is some stuff that still needs done, but I just wanted it put together. All the pieces are here so that I can get this table out of the way, get this shoved back, and get this disaster of a shop cleaned up. It is bad. So motor's done. So I'm going to clean the shop up, and then we're going to get back working on this truck. There we go. Shop's cleaned up. Everything's in a place. And yes, I did switch the two trucks around. This truck, we have a little more time on to get finished up, and we're still finishing up the design work for the back of it and how to get all that finished up. So we're going to take a break on this one, and we're going to come over here to Sam's truck and work on getting the engine and stuff in it, and the transmission, all that stuff mocked up. Brett's pretty deep into the wiring harness for this, so we'll be having that in here soon too. But I want to get it over here so I could actually lift the cab up off of it, because it was kind of a pain to pull the engine out the way I did when it was sitting over there, but I didn't really have a choice. So I got to disconnect the stacks and a few lines on a few things, and we're going to lift this cab up, and then I'm going to get that other engine over here get the transmission on it, and we're gonna stuff this thing in here and see how it fits with seeing if I need to modify any of this stuff. I bet that the engine mounts won't work where they're at, but we're gonna find out. So let's get the cab off of this thing and try getting an engine today. And just like that, we got another cab off a frame. So now we can really get in here and see what we're working with. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go grab the engine out of the shed and put the transmission on it. And then I'm going to lower them in here. And I plan on using the same transmission mount, so that way I don't have to change the drive shaft at all. So put the transmission back where it was mounted, and then we'll just see how the engine mounts are going to work. So that's the plan. So I guess we got to get an engine out and see if the tractor likes doing that. It didn't love picking it up before, so I need a forklift, but that's fine. The tractor works for now. So gonna go get that, get it over here. We'll see if we can get this engine in the frame today. Well, it's all in there. Definitely got some clearance stuff going on here. That's that's pretty tight. And I went ahead and put the radiator in here just to kind of see what kind of space we have. And we have lots of space. So I may even move the transmission mount forward just a little, just to help get the engine out of the cab a little more for clearance issues and stuff. because the electric fans, we're going to put these same fans in it that I have. I'm going to put in the other truck. And, I mean, we got lots of room. So, I may go on ahead and, like I said, move that forward a little bit. And the problem is, though, I don't have my engine mounts. So, I can't really continue with this until I get my engine mounts. So, as you can tell, the bolts and stuff are there, but I'm going to end up probably cutting these mounts out that were already in here, as far as the frame mounts, and then putting the engine mount on it, and then actually getting the engine set exactly where I want it, and then just weld them back in. At least that's my hope. So, I've talked to Sam since. I'm going to take back the fire punk parts, and transmission's not over here anymore. It's in the truck. But the transmission that is in this, I just bought a bunch of parts from Fire Punk to just make it good. But I didn't get a billet input shaft for it. But we did get a triple disc converter. So I'm a little on the fence whether it's going to be, the tranny will be fully awesome for this or not. Because, I mean, that 6.7 motor stock's got over twice what the 12 valve had. So I kind of want to make sure it's going to be good, that if Sam pulls out somewhere and wants to do a burnout or do a little pull on the street with it for the fun of it, because this thing ought to run pretty good. I just don't want him having problems with it. So we talked about it more, and we are just going to put a new upgraded Fire Punk transmission in it, just so he doesn't have to worry about that anymore. And the drive shaft in this before is a 2-piece drive shaft with a carrier bearing, and the angles are off a little bit on it. So I talked to him, and instead of doing just a short little shaft in it, we're just going to put an all aluminum 1-piece in it. So those are some of the big upgrades that are coming still that I need to get done. But since I'm getting the drive shaft made, I can move the engine, and it's not going to matter if I want to move it forward that little bit I talked about. So you're going to have to wait till next week, but I'm going to drill some new holes, move the transmission forward a few inches, because there's plenty of room in the mount to do that. Do that, and then get the engine mounts on it, get them done, and then get whatever clearancing cut out I need to get this engine to fit where it should. And then we can start building the engine cover back into it so that that's all done. And, you know, we should be getting on along with this thing. Then I'll probably end up doing some custom intercooler and coolant piping, kind of like I did with the last truck, or with that one, just to make it a little nicer. And some of this stuff is not going to probably line up like it used to, so because of the new turbo location and some of that. So anyways, that's kind of my plan. But like I said, I can't really go much further with it right now until I get my engine mounts, which I'm going to be getting from the good old Oglesby Truck Parts over there. Shout out to Aaron. He's always helping me out, getting me parts and stuff I need. So going to be doing that. And then I'm also going to put a modern brake booster and stuff in it, because I just don't want to get an issue with this new power steering pump being overpressure for this older system, and with the rack and pinion we're putting in it opposed to the gearbox. I don't want any issues with steering or stopping. That is a major thing. So I went ahead, I'm going to pick up the right booster that would fit this engine, or that would be with this engine set up in a Dodge, and also get the rack and pinion that will go in it. So that'll make me feel better about all that. And actually the system's a little shorter than this, so we can get this back a little further, which will be nice. So that's kind of where we're at with everything. Dad's already left, so he's not here so I can show you the update of what we're doing on that truck. But I promise it's almost done, and it's looking pretty sweet. So we got lights in it and everything else now. Huge shout out to Brett for being on board with these. You know, Will Spec is his kind of side business he does. So I'm going to link him down here and put a picture probably here of the video that he just dropped about starting to wire this truck. So if any of you are interested in watching that, go check it out. So, but I feel like that's probably enough talking for this video. So I'm going to end it off there. So appreciate you guys watching. God bless. We'll see you on the next one.